Vlog number 2. Here we go. So, let's try this. Today, I want to talk about goal setting. I typically really like to frame things in the first go at something. Having expectations set is really important for any type of work that you're doing, any type of relationships that you have. Knowing exactly where you stand when you go in is really important. But I really wanted to get vlog number 1 done yesterday. Alright. There we go. In focus. So today I want to talk about goal setting. Typically I like to have set expectations before starting anything. And while I really wanted to have goals and expectations set for what the vlog could do, yesterday I really wanted to get vlog number 1 out. And I didn't really get a chance to qualify what the goals were or what the expectations were for the vlog and what I hope can come of it. But typically outside of any other project or work or business relationship or personal relationship, understanding your set expectations, understanding what your goals are, what you'd like the outcomes to be, always sets things off in a right direction. At least you have something to measure against, and at least you have something that doesn't catch you off guard when things happen. So today, vlog number 2, I want to go into some of the goals and expectations of myself in this vlog and how I kind of came around to those. There's some things that you can always control, there's some things that you can't control. And I think it's really hard for people to have goals that are set that don't have steps to accomplish them. So for someone just to say, I want to be a millionaire, that's great. But what's step number 1? What's step number 2? What's step 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? How many steps are there until you can actually say that you've reached that goal? So one thing I've noticed with everything that's happening on YouTube, there's a bunch of different ways that you can measure your success, and you can measure how things are coming along. One is views. It's really easy for us to see how many times each video has been played. That's not really something you can control. While you can control distribution and how much you promote it, the amount of views that you get is really dictated on your content. 2, subscribers. Everyone asks for subscribers. I am too. Please subscribe. Hit the button. But you can't fully control that. While you can have plugs and have requests and, again, promotion, what really dictates someone hitting subscribe and becoming engaged with your channel is, again, content. So I think for me, the measurement that I'm looking for is how many videos am I going to create? And I think my first benchmark and my first goal is to get to 100 videos, 100 vlogs. This is something that I know is within my control. It takes time management to be able to have enough stuff filmed, to have the camera rolling enough to have it even out and available to shoot, and then having the editing time to upload and make sure that this is coming out on a daily basis. It's really important to be able to hit this goal. When I was launching different blogs, it was always about reaching a content threshold before looking at the stats to see if we had the right audience or not. This is something that a lot of people discount, and I think it's really important to always look at every angle you possibly can to qualify your goals, to be able to figure out how you're able to get there, and to be able to really understand what you're up against. For me, I know that I want to be having every day 5 to 10 minute videos being published. Now, does that mean that it's going to be a rolling one take that's 5 to 10 minutes long? Probably not. Maybe if I have a really, really great day coming out of a meeting really excited, we're going to naturally have that video that's going to take very little editing. Sure, it could happen, but in reality it's going to be chunks throughout the day. Different things that are happening at different times during the day that by the end of the day stitch together and hopefully have a good story and some value add for you. So to really get back to understanding the goals, I think it's really important. This is something that I learned over the years, to focus on goals. There's a lot of flack. People get thrown every which way about attention span and how millennials especially have a much lower and shorter attention span than everyone else. That's not the problem. The problem is people wanting to focus. Being able to juggle things in today's day and age are not scheduled. We don't have people tuning in at a certain time. We don't have people watching TV shows that are happening at scheduled time using your PVR. People are listening to less radio and they're listening to more podcasts. The people who are creating content that are adapting to these platforms understand that having someone's attention and captive attention is something that's really important. And I think YouTube's a great platform for that, and that's why I've chosen to have everything here. Now, the reason that I bring up focus is because it's also a great acronym. Follow one course until success. Whatever that success is, for me, the first goal is getting to 100 videos. That is where the benchmark is set. I want to make sure that I get to 100, and what helps me also get there is what I said earlier about how many steps it takes. It's 100 little steps. It's 100 videos. It's a daily habit. This habit has to be created. How many days will it take for it to feel natural and maybe less awkward in front of the camera pointing at stuff like I was doing yesterday? Maybe we'll get better at it today, but I don't know. In certain scenarios, I've heard from fitness trainers that it takes a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. In branding conversations for recall of logos, it can take up to 19 to 20 impressions that you have before someone remembers your logo. It's not a given, it's not a number that you can just throw out there and say, hey, this is it, do 5 and you'll be hooked. No, I don't know. I've done one video and I've watched a ton on YouTube and it feels amazing to be able to have something and hit publish. How long will that novelty stay? I don't know, but I hope that that stays until there's actually a work ethic involved and until there's actually the ability to have a regular cycle so that I can give a video back to you to say, this is my formula, this is what it takes to make a video. Having that procedure in place, I hope will encourage others to start their vlog and make things happen too. So I want to talk about that. I want to be able to give this advice about how to set goals, and really it's something that I use, but I always want to improve. If there's anything that you have that you want to ask or send anything my way, please let me know. Being productive is the most essential thing, no matter what you do in life. Being productive with your time and being efficient with your time is by far the one skill that I hope every single person can master if they're trying to accomplish a goal. It's not about wasting time, it's not about feeling lazy, it's about being able to prioritize what you want to have happen in your life, and you can accomplish that by being able to set goals appropriately, being able to set things in a way that matter, and I think that's more valuable than anything else that you can do. So for today, vlog 2, maybe this will turn out kind of like a one take. It's hitting all the points that I wanted to have here, and I think it's gonna be good. So enjoy it, and to many more. Follow one course until success. F-O-C-U-S. Focus. Whatever that success is quantified as, for me and this blog and having this series going, it's 100 videos.